Imagine your entire family, even your 12-year-old child, reporting to the local police station to register their presence every single day. This was a state-mandated ritual based entirely on the circumstances of your birth. This was the daily reality for thousands in the princely state of Jaipur under the 1930 Jairam Pesha Law. While the British passed the Criminal Tribes Act in 1924, authorities in Jaipur localized and intensified the surveillance with this 1930 legislation. The state legally defined an entire demographic as criminals from birth. They weaponized a community's identity, making it an automatic and inescapable offense. Mandating that innocent people continually prove their innocence serves a specific purpose. This was a psychological tool designed to erode a community's dignity and ensure total submission. To understand the mechanics of this system, we have to look at the Meena community's structure. They were divided into two main groups, the Zamindar Meenas, who were farmers, and the Chokidar Meenas, who served as traditional village guards. The Jairam Pesha Law targeted the Chokidar class through a crippling financial penalty called dand. If a village theft occurred, the state bypassed judicial investigations, forcing the local Chokidar Meena to pay the stolen goods' full value directly from their own pocket. By draining their finances for crimes they didn't commit and requiring daily police attendance, the state trapped the Chokidar Meenas in a permanent cycle of poverty and inherited suspicion. How do you organize resistance when the law itself declares your existence illegal? Before physical resistance could occur, the community needed an ideological shift. In the 1930s and 40s, a Jain monk named Muni Magan Sagar provided the foundation for that shift through his monumental work, the Meena Purana. The Meena Purana traced the community's lineage back to the mythological Matsya avatar, or the fish incarnation of Vishnu. It documented a history where the Meenas stood as respected rulers and warriors. This education dismantled the state-enforced stigma of criminality. It replaced inherited shame with an intense, unifying sense of self-respect. The princely states relied on psychological dominance. The Meena community had to reject the label of born criminals before they could dismantle the laws that enforced it. Armed with newfound pride, the movement shifted from individual grief to institutional power. In April 1944, a massive conference at Neem Kathana led to the formation of the Jaipur Raja Meena Sudhar Samiti to drive organized political action. Pressure against the state continued to mount for 2 years. This momentum led to a historic gathering on October 28, 1946, in the town of Bagawas. Roughly 15,000 Chowkidar Meenas arrived at the conference. They gathered in a single location, bringing the full weight of their numbers against the state's security apparatus. Then, they executed a synchronized act of defiance. All 15,000 Meenas submitted their resignations at once, refusing to perform the compulsory guard duties that the state used to justify the dam system. This mass resignation paralyzed the state's rural security infrastructure. Through disciplined democratic pressure, the Meena successfully sabotaged the system built to exploit them. The community immediately declared October 28th as Mukti Diwas, or Liberation Day. While the law remained on the books, its power to intimidate had been broken. However, legal abolition took longer. When India achieved national independence in 1947, the colonial legal structures implemented by the princely states did not vanish overnight. While the nation celebrated, the Meena community maintained their institutional pressure for 5 more years. It wasn't until 1952 that the new democratic government finally repealed the Jairam Pesha Law entirely. The fight against the Jairam Pesha Law demonstrates the specific mechanics of how a marginalized group can systematically dismantle draconian racial and economic legislation. Political resistance requires a foundation of identity. To effectively defeat an oppressive system, a community must first reclaim the history that the system tried to erase.